Hey guys, Cam McClellan.
And chemical.
That's not me. It's an impersonator.
Al Lewison, I just thought I'd be the smart one today.
He's taking the piss out of my hair apparently. But anyway, guy I've been talking to for a while now on property, Luke, asked me to run over land content ratio, so I thought I'd do a quick one for Luke. Al and I are traditionalists, so we believe that in any asset, being an investment property, there's two different asset types. So there's an appreciating asset, being the land, and a depreciating asset, being the building. So two very different types.
Now on a macro level, what drives any market of anything in the world, whether it's Mars bars or properties?
Bananas.
Bananas. Look what the cyclone was it?
Katrina?
Cyclone something. So scarcity. So where, on a macro level, in terms of Australia, there's scarcity. There's land, a set amount of land, no more land can be made, just that land. There's the scarcity, and there's the resource that increases because of demand. So property, on the other hand, unlimited numbers of property, just keep rebuilding and build more. Property keeps getting built. The land doesn't ever grow.
But obviously Australia's got a hell of a lot of land. You're talking about capital cities, scarcity of land.
Growth properties, then there's controls around the growth boundaries.
Urban growth boundaries.
And then there's guidelines with planning design in specific areas about how you can do certain things.
There you go. So the only thing you're saying is going to go up in value is the land. It's the land. So how do we get more land with that purchase? Now, I buy small lots of land. So myself, I buy small lots of land and put a house on it because it gets me a better rental yield because I don't like much money out of my back pocket. But I want to run through land content ratio for you. I've got a fairly basic way of looking at it. Make sure the land that I'm putting my building on is a larger footprint than the overall building, including double stories.
What's the ratio you use?
Oh, that's interesting. Something I prepared earlier. So let's look at an example one, the standard home. The house, 200 metres squared. The average land size in Australia nowadays is around 400 square metres, vastly different to when I was a kid, but that's the reality. I think in Brisbane it's 375 square metres. So the land content ratio in this example is 2 to 1, or the land content ratio is 200%. The land is double the building, yeah? Mm-hmm. That's good. That's good.
Good.
Let's have a look at apartments as another example. So the apartment building, 10,000 square metres. The land, 1,000 square metres. Land content ratio is 1 to 10, or the land content ratio is 10%. Bad, no good.
So what happened? Bad is not good. So what's happening, guys? Your building's depreciating, your land's appreciating, and your building is what allows you to cover and pay for your land.
Let's do a quick one. Al's done this in the past, and I like this example. So let's say we built an apartment building of 100 apartments, and guys, it's well known that Al and I build hundreds and hundreds of apartments each year. So not bagging them out altogether. We love building them and making money off them. We're keeping them on another. And disclaimer, we do own a lot of apartments ourselves. We maintain a lot of apartments in our apartment buildings because that's why we can retain our profits. Saying that, if I was to start my property portfolio and build it from scratch, I would buy house and land. So we're just showing you what we'd do if we started again. So in this L, if I buy this apartment here, how much land do I get? That much there. You can see, guys, how much land are you building?
See that teamwork?
It's like synchronised swimming, wasn't it? Synchronised wadding. So obviously understand how much land you're purchasing with your investment property. Not saying to go out and buy an 800 square metre home, block of land with a home on it, because your yield is going to be a lot lower. So that's why we buy stuff around the 400 square metre mark, put a house on it, because it basically costs me bugger all out of my back pocket to hold.
Let's take this to the next level we go to every time we do this example. I buy a house, my own block of land I control.
That hair is strange.
And I buy this apartment. And in 80 years, because I'm going to live to 120, in 80 years, the building's going to collapse and fall down, both of them.
It's going to be a slum.
So what do I do when this becomes a slum? I'm stuck there with no tenants and 99 other people who I have to negotiate with to do anything. With my house, wherever that's gone, I just decide to bulldoze and build a new one because the land has gone up in value so much. And there's so much value there because of the scarcity, I just build another house. And the house pays for the land again.
There you go. You're in a happy cycle, not a negative cycle.
Good, not bad.
Good, not bad.
Have a good day, guys.
See you guys.